Hola.
Hi.
I'm Mel.
I'm Liz.
We the Winstons, and y'all know we be tripping.
Alright, y'all. So we are
60 days
60
in.
days in. In other words, we've been out of the States for now a little bit over 60 days.
Yeah.
But we wanted to record this and give you guys kind of an insight about how we feel, what we've been doing. If you haven't already been a part of our journey thus far,
welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification because we upload some dope content, y'all. We apologize that we ain't been doing it twice a week. It's been kind of a little hectic. And then being here, we're gonna get into it, but just being here, we really been just like living in a moment.
For sure.
Sorry,
and that's okay, because that's one of the things I wrote down is I wanted to make sure that everybody knows when we post. We post on every Tuesday and every Friday now at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you hit the bell right now, hit it.
Yeah, because we y'all know we usually don't even like say anything about subscribing. We just put it in the edits. But we are doing a giveaway. Once we hit 500, is it 500?
500.
Yeah, once we hit 500 subscribers, we're gonna be doing a giveaway of some Airbnb credits. So
if you've ever commented on any of our videos, you are entered into the drawing.
Yeah,
so make sure that you comment.
Yeah.
Don't just subscribe and hit the bell notification. Make sure you comment so you're entered into that drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean in that giveaway.
That drawing, you said it.
All right, so
we got a lot of unpacking to do, guys.
Where have we been in the last 60 days?
Oh my gosh. Well, our journey started in North Carolina where we planned this. We talked about it for a long time, but we actually started planning it
last year?
Yeah.
Around this time last year,
we were trying to figure out where we were going to go. We really just wanted to move out of the United States for several reasons. If you haven't already, go check out our Why We Moved. I think it's like Why We Moved to Merida or something like that video. I'll put it up here somewhere. Go check that video out. But we had different reasons why we wanted to move, and so we were looking at Martinique. We wanted knew we wanted to be in
we wanted to be in the tropics for sure.
Yeah.
And we chose Martinique. If you've never heard of it, make sure you look it up.
It's
a beautiful place. We've never been, but the photos that we've seen is like, ooh, and that's what we were like, all right, we want to go there.
But because of COVID happened, or COVID was happening,
and we just didn't even.
They wasn't even letting people in. They were like super lockdown. Like no flights were going in and out. So that was a no-go. So then we thought about. I was doing a lot of the research because I'm the researcher of us. So
I just do all the confirming after she's done the research.
Exactly. Or it depends on what we're researching. Because if you're like trying to find a spot to move into, like we were able to do now, we'll get into that later. But I'll be looking for days, and then she'll just come in at the end and like, boop, here it is. So I'm like, gosh, I just did all that for nothing. So I was doing research, and I was really looking at Costa Rica. I've always wanted to move to Costa Rica. I didn't know why. I just felt drawn to move to Costa Rica, but I found out some really, really amazing things like it's in a blue zone. You want to talk about the blue zone?
So blue zone is, there's 5 different places on Earth that are blue zones. And blue zone is people who are the healthiest and live the longest.
Yeah.
And actually currently where we are is considered a blue zone. Yeah. And I can totally understand why. You guys, I could just totally understand why. And I can't wait to share more of the adventures that we do in the next coming weeks that we have planned for recording and making sure that you guys get to be a part of the journey as well.
Yeah.
But this is totally blue zone for sure. And I'll put a list of the other blue zones, and maybe you can check them out and see if maybe we'll even do the checklist of the blue zones.
Yeah.
You just never know. We don't, there are some things we have planned for the future, but like here, we weren't expecting to come to Costa Rica, and here we are.
Because if you haven't already, check out our Why We Left Playa video, and that'll explain a little bit of how we arrived here. But so I found out this was a blue zone. I felt like if you go into the markets and stuff like that, and you look at like where your fruits and vegetables come from, sometimes they come from some of these islands, or not islands, some of these countries down here, because Costa Rica is not an island. But
Central American countries.
Yeah, you get your fruits, and I'm like, we get our fruits from there. Like, why not go and eat straight from the source? So it's like an abundance of fruits here. Like,
yeah.
When I say abundance, I don't even mean like going into the markets or nothing like
you
that.
can
Like
just
literally, you can walk down the street and
trees,
just fruit trees. You can get your own fruit. So I was like, oh yeah, that was definitely a plus. It was a lot slower, and we were coming from the United States at that time, where we live. It was slow pace, but it was still a lot faster than where we are now. So I was sold on the idea of it being slow, because I needed more slowness in my life. So, but and then there was a whole lot of other things that I was sold on Costa Rica about. But this one here, she was like,
I was just like, I don't know. A lot of places here don't have AC, and I'm just like, I need my AC. Okay.
Yeah, she needs her AC.
And even now where we are, we have AC, but we don't use it as often as I thought we were gonna need it. But I just like looking at pictures, and then coming from the States, where we are lucky to have the things that we have there. Yeah, privilege. You don't realize how much privilege you actually have living in the States. And I was like, I ain't doing anything crazy. I'm not doing all that. And then I got here. They're in San Jose, Costa Rica. We woke up, we got in late. We woke up early to go to the bus stop. And like, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, whoa, it just feels so different here. The energy is so different. And then when we actually got to Samara and we were actually able to explore the town that we're in, I was just like, oh man, I love it here. Like, I think I want to stay here. So I know that there's so many other places in the world that we want to see, but Costa Rica thus far is on my top. So far, because we've only been to 2, but don't get me wrong, Mexico was beautiful. The things that we saw in Mexico, the cenotes that we saw, just the different people, the Mayan ruins. I mean, just so, it was beautiful in itself. But something about Costa Rica just makes you feel so calm on the inside. Yeah. And I love that. I love that feeling. We've been super happy since we've been here. Yes. And we just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what we were feeling these last, 2 months that we've been away from the States. And honestly, I don't foresee us moving back to the States. Not for anything in our control. Like, if we can control it, we're not going to be moving back. But unforeseen circumstances and things, life happens. So how are you feeling?
I feel amazing. Like I said, I always wanted to move to Costa Rica. I always felt drawn here. I hadn't really looked at a lot of pictures prior to this, but I just always felt Costa Rica was a great space to be in. And I can say, since leaving the United States, even when I was in Mexico, a lot of you all don't know, if you don't know me before this channel, that I used to deal with anxiety. And I used to have anxiety really bad. And over the last few years, I've been able to heal myself from it, work through some things, but I still have anxiety.
And the fact that you're saying had anxiety,
I don't have anxiety
crazy.
No more. I don't have anxiety no more.
I'm proud of you.
Emotional,
it's okay.
But it's okay. Not being in an environment where I need a second. You want to hit that out? Yes, you are. That's crazy. I had anxiety.
Take your time. Good.
All right, y'all. OG back. No, but seriously, not being in an environment where you feel like you're constantly being judged for whatever your reasons are. Me, I'm black. I am a lesbian. I'm not a feminine lesbian. And I'm just not the average person. So I always felt like I was being judged. I felt like I really couldn't tap into who I truly am supposed to be. I would get there and then, you know, I would kind of revert back just because of judgment. So leaving the United States, even when I was in Mexico, you know, people would stare at me because I'm black. People would stare at me, but it wasn't like a uncomfortable stare.
Yeah, it wasn't like in the States.
Yeah,
I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
It wasn't like in those States. It's more so like they were intrigued because they had never seen somebody of her color with her type of hair.
Yeah.
It's mainly her hair.
Yeah.
You know, they just
beautiful
like
hair.
Yeah, I love this hair. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good. But and even like dealing with the police when I was in Mexico, I would be running sometimes, and you know, they would stop and let me cross the street. They were just always so nice. I didn't have any bad interactions with the police. So and just Mexico, it just helped slow me down. I'm not saying it's a slow place, and I'm not saying Merida is slow either, but for me, for where I came from, you know, it helped slow me down a lot, which helped transition to Costa Rica, because here it's slow, okay?
Like,
it's slow, but I love the fact that it's slow here. I mean, even in Costa Rica, listen, if you are black and you are afraid to travel to other countries because you may be under the impression that, you know, you're a target because of your skin color, I can tell you from my own personal experience, it is the complete opposite. Like, I was called exotic the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Me? But like, so they love us here, and the love that they show. I love Costa Rica. It's more melanated, darker melanated people here, and they're just so welcoming. The beaches are beautiful. Now I run, so now I'm waking up and I'm like, which beach am I gonna run to? Life is just completely different here. Some of the things that you think about or that you have to be concerned with in the United States, we don't. Like transportation. I would think like, oh my gosh, I need a car.
Everywhere.
I have to have a car. No, everything is like literally walking distance. And
yeah,
it may be 15 minutes.
15 minutes to town. That's from where we live. Now, there are taxis available.
Yep.
And they're pretty fair price.
Affordable.
Yeah, they're pretty affordable. So, I mean, even if we went to the grocery store, we didn't want to carry everything, we just text one of the taxi guys that we know, and they just bring us here.
Yeah, they bring you here. So, I mean, it's something that I feel like you have to experience to really, really get it. We came here under the impression that, you know, in a few days, which is Friday, that we're going to be leaving to go back to Mexico.
Yeah.
And we have, like I mentioned at the beginning, we've now moved into an apartment, and we are literally maybe 10-15 minutes, depending on how you walk from the beach.
Which is everything that we wanted.
Yes. Every single thing that we wanted. So I'm grateful.
I'm grateful too.
I'm grateful that we
for sure
came here, because even here, like I've even just woosah. That's all you can do is just woosah.
It feels nice. It feels nice.
And it's a lot safer, okay? Y'all always know I always talk about safety. It is super safe here. I was even telling her yesterday, like, I would feel comfortable leaving her in this country and going to, if I had to go back to the States for a reason.
For any reason,
she
right.
didn't want to go, or whatever the case may be, like, I would feel completely comfortable leaving her here. Like, it's so safe here. We walk around at nighttime. Now, again, you always got to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
You can't
Don't ever be not aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, don't do stupid stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things that you know could possibly make you a target. But just being here, walking around at night, the people are very nice. They're very helpful.
Very sweet people.
Even
here.
if they don't speak English, they still try to communicate with you to help you out. Like, it's just beautiful. They call it Pura Vida. That's what they say here.
Yeah, pure life.
Pure life.
Pura Vida. And so with that, we will leave you guys here. We appreciate all of our subscribers, all of our people who comment, who always talk, and special shout out to Michael.
Yes, Michael.
He is so cool. We have to be friends in real life. Like, we have to meet because he's always he's always commenting. He's always writing and saying, hey, I'm just checking on y'all, or oh, I love this, or giving us tips. So shout out to Michael. Thank you.
If you have any suggestions or any tips or anything, we are still fairly new to YouTube.
Yes. So we're commenting to every comment right now.
Yeah, drop us some comments. I want us to be able to continue to comment to every comment.
Our goal is to,
no matter how big we get.
Yeah, we'll try to do that.
If you have some tips or anything, some things that you want to see, drop in the comments below. Like this channel, yes, we're showing you our journey, but we feel like we know for a fact that because we've spoken to some of you and we know that you live vicariously through us. Like we're an escape for you. So if we can go somewhere like zip lining and you want to see us go zip lining or horseback riding to some beautiful waterfalls, like if you want to see content like that, just drop it in the comment section below and you be giving us ideas.
Yeah, you'll be giving us ideas. So we sitting here, we're like, what are we gonna
post about? Especially if we didn't do anything. Like, we've been doing a lot of cool things, but we really just have
been enjoying the moment, really. So, and I think that we're gonna get back on it.
Yeah, no, sorry. We know we are.
All right, y'all. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
We love you guys very much. Tuesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. See y'all.
Peace. We gotta do that over.
Why?
Because you put this down here and now it's in the camera.
What?
The pillow. The pillow.
Nobody knows what that is.
Okay.